Welcome here to the long overdue fifth race of the season here in the NASCAR iRacing AI series. This this race is going to be at Okayama. This is going to be our last road course before we go to the other super speedway on the schedule, which is Talladega. So right now we see Brad qualifying. Now Brad had a pretty tough season, only accumulating 4 points within the past 10 races. So he wants to turn around the season. One of the storylines is that another guy not doing so well in points, Kevin Harvick, his sponsor has dropped him. They are very unhappy with what he has done this season so far, and although not all of it may be his fault, he is 39th in standings, which, you know, being Supercross Racing's top team is always disappointing, as he almost spins. You see Kyle Larson, he's the slowest driver so far it seems. But it doesn't seem like a track where people make mistakes. Keselowski is going to cross the line though, as we will see what time he gets. These guys have 2 minutes to qualify, and this will be a 30-minute race just like the last race. 132.766 is his time, so the Mazdas may take around almost 2 minutes, a minute 50 seconds just to complete a lap here. But these NASCAR cars, with the AI they have, oh, it's like a minute 40. I mean, a minute low 30s actually. As the pole sitter so far is actually Austin Dillon. Now that may change because, again, 2 laps of qualifying, their tires are going to be warmer, all of that stuff. But this is a pretty thin racetrack, so I have my doubts about how good this race is going to be. Especially in some tight areas, like the second to final corner. But it doesn't seem like they have to save the car as much though. So maybe that's improved. Like they don't have to jerk the wheel so much to turn. Montrez Jr. with that beautiful auto owner scheme. Both him and Stenhouse are running in the top 10 in standings. In fact, Stenhouse is second in the standings, right behind William Byron. Ross Chastain has had a win this season, but and he's running at 9th. So these guys are gonna finish up qualifying. And yeah, we're gonna see, and everyone's finished.
Chicken flag, chicken
and
flag.
And the post is still gonna be Austin Dillon. So yeah, nothing's changed. Maybe I should change this back to 1 lap qualifying. But Fred Jones making a surprise start in P3. I mean, he's had a decent season, but, you know, 1 bark with disappointment.
One lap to green. Line up on the right side.
So, thankfully, there won't be 1 full lap of pacing. It'll just be about half a lap. And here's your starting lineup. On your front row, it's going to be Ryan Blaney and Austin Dillon and Ryan Blaney. Well, I mean, we literally have like 25 seconds until the start of this race because of where the pace laps are located. So your starting lineup is going to be all throughout here. Expect a lot of wrecks in the first lap. I'm not going to throw any cautions. Justin Haley's going to round out in last. I'm running at 21 FPS. But we're going to go green here. Right now. As NASCAR travels international to Japan. Oh, and Parker Kligerman already gets sent into the wall. Wow, he didn't even survive the start finish line. Ooh, they may be 3 wide with Chase Elliott. Nope. So, oh, as he almost gets into teammate and points leader William Byron. So, this is a good race for NASCAR because I mean, this is the first race in Japan in a long time. They get to race on iRacing, so Okayama International Circuit, or however it's called. Yeah. So this is the first time these drivers are going to. This is the wow. As Bubba Wallace gets loose right in front of Byron. This is the first time I believe the driver's going to nationally, and they're going all the way to Japan. So good for them. And and Larson's gonna spin out. What a save! Unfortunately, he's gonna lose a lot of positions. I just heard a crash in the background. Byron is into it with Eric Almirola. The points leader is gonna be out of contention. Oh, that's what happened. It looks like Martin Truex Jr. from 12th just spun out. I think he was trying to avoid Kyle Larson. And Bowman got into it. That is... as everyone else just goes by. Bowman and Almirola are able to continue as... Yep. We're gonna see what happened to other drivers. But so far, Austin Dillon, as they're about to head into lap 3, Austin Dillon's gonna take the lead. So what we saw, like, not even the start of the race. I think Matt Tifft got tied into him. Sent him straight in the bills, no chance. How about Chastain? He was doing. Oh, hold up. I just saw Stenhouse spin around. Ooh, and it looks I see the cause. Kurt Busch. Sorry, P25. He just dived it in. So there was more contact in the back. So both of them are out. So then what happened to Ross? Oh, he must have got some contact or something. Yeah, his car wasn't performing well. As he's now back out on track. And something happened with Joey Gase because he's a minute behind. Oh, I guess he just went into pit road. Strategy. I mean, I'll take it. It's strategy. As Dillon is still in the lead. We're gonna go on board with him. as you're on board with I'm Brainy. So as you could tell, these AI have actually been a lot better for these road cars. I mean, for these cup cars and road courses, it seems like. As Austin Dillon extends his lead by half a second. In third is Fred Jones in the Papyrus car number 86. He's doing alright, started up there, and yeah. In fact, the top 5 have all maintained their starting positions. Daniel Suarez and Denny Hamlin. And then there's Kevin Harvick running unsponsored in P6. Now, here's the thing. The top, I don't know, I want to say 4 of the top 6 are in the bottom 10 of the point standings. Pretty amazing. Here you have Joey Logano in P7, some damage, started up in 6th, moved back 1 spot. Kyle Busch gained 2 spots. Matt Benedetto remained, and Jimmy Johnson went from 13th to 10th. Then you have Newman, Paul Menard, Eric Jones, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Ty Dillon, Michael McDowell, and Brad Keselowski. Dead last in points, but if he could finish in the top 20, that may not move him up any spots, but that will, you know, be his first race inside the top 20. Then you have David Reagan, Matt Tiff in 21st, 52 car JJ Yaley in 22nd, as they're battling for spots back here. I almost said Ricky Stenhouse, but that's 47 Ryan Preece, Justin Haley, MTJ, 51 of Cody Ware, and the iRacing car, usually the number 340, but he's moved to the 08. Interesting. Then you have Corey LaJoy all the way in 27, followed by Hemrick, Chris Buescher, and whoa, won't you look at this? Almirola, after stopping on track, is inside the top 30. William Byron is a lap down. In fact, Truex is a lap down. But Landon Castle is the last car in that group that's in the lead lap. Stenhouse Jr. is a lap down. In fact, the only person, it seems, with lots of damage still getting repairs is Parker Kligerman, who's back out on track. He had a lot of left side damage, so it's good to get that time, practice time. And Justin Haley's got a lot of front end damage, but he's still holding off MTJ. Not for a position though. Let's see if there were any major changes inside the top 5. No. In fact, the leader's gap on third went from 2 seconds to 3.5 within those last 2 laps. I'm gonna look out for battles. Oh, hold on. I thought I saw some spinning. Maybe I was on. Yeah, looks like they saved it. Oh, no, there was a wreck. Ty Dillon. Oh, and everyone else who avoided it. Looks like Ty Dillon and Michael McDowell were battling it out. Ty Dillon just came down into him. Keselowski had to stop. Reagan had to stop. And everyone else behind, like everyone else behind Hammer, just slid and crashed. As back roadblock is now out. A couple people had to tow, like McDowell and the iRacing. And oh, William Byron had to stop. Let's see what I don't know. It started with Hemrick, who went off course, and everyone else just seemed to follow him. They see the wreck up there. Let's see if Hemrick hit anything. I think he saves it. Yeah, he saves it, but everyone else behind him wasn't so lucky, especially William Byron. They were all just trying to avoid it. Stuck in the... See Stenhouse Jr. They were all just trying to race up there. Like, get as many spots as they can. And the real winner of that is, I almost said Kurt Busch, but... yeah, I think they all told it. Yeah. But as you go to live, there you see Clint Boyer, currently in lap. Yeah, about 6 cars had to tow it there. A bit of separation from Brad Keselowski back because of the Ty Dillon and Michael McDowell incident. It's still a 2-car breakaway though, Austin Dillon and Ryan Blaney. And I think a lot of this is gonna have to do with pit strategy of who wins. Because track position, as you could tell, is pretty important. You know, top 5 remained in the top 5. And despite going off track, I believe, Kyle Larson is still in 14. So even if you make a mistake, you won't, as long as you keep your car clean, you won't lose that many spots. Now it is worth mentioning that Joey Gase doesn't have any damage, wasn't involved in any incidents, he just pitted. Just decided to pit on lap 2. Now this may be really smart on his end, but yeah. Now let's do a winner update. I know Eric Jones has won. He is currently in 13th. His likelihood of winning, pretty low. Ross Chastain, I think you already know what happened to him. His likelihood of winning is very low. 51 of Cody Ware. He's behind the damaged car of Justin Haley. His likelihood of winning? Oh, as he almost gets spun by Corey LaJoy. That's pretty low too. We are about halfway in this race as Chris Buescher decides to pit. And they just keep pulling away. You know, Austin Dillon is now 5 seconds ahead of 3rd place, which is Fred Jones in the 86 Papyrus car. Now he's not really holding up anyone behind him, which is good. It's just that Dillon and Blaney are faster. I mean, these guys are on lap 10. And we have some side-by-side. Oh, that was close. Kevin Harvick almost got spun by Joey Logano there. as we have officially reached the halfway point of this race. There are 14 minutes left in the session, and Dylan has just been dominating. I mean, you could just tell how big of a lead he has, him and Blaney have, like the advantage they have over the other cars. I mean, that's the beauty of Japan. Everyone just races here. You know, like everyone tries to win here because, you know, winning on an international track is pretty cool. And they want, you know, and they know they'll gain a lot of fans if they win. And that's what Austin Dillon has set out to do. He's dominated this thing. May have an American labeled medicine product on his hood, but yeah. Looks like Byron's back out on track P38, 4 laps down. Speaking of being in dead last, Eric Almirola is still in pit road. Guess that damage really did affect him. As Keselowski's on pit road. Oh. What happened to him? He was 23 seconds back in 16th, 17th. I guess he must have taken... I guess this must have been... planned? I'm trying to see here because he was running in 17th. Oh! So, Landon Castle has been catching up pretty rapidly. Landon Castle on fresh new tires, and they just collided. And these guys with almost nowhere to go. Smith, Yaley, Byron, iRacing, the 47. Now, fortunately, Keselowski told it relatively quickly. Before the other pack behind them could get to them. As you see, Reagan almost gets spun. As, yeah, they're running in a pretty big pack here. I won't be surprised if, like, some sort of incident goes on here. Oh, as you see, Landon Castle just losing it off of turn 1? Off of turn 2. He just carried too much speed into the corner. We're gonna get an onboard of that, see if like he realized. Hack? Yeah, just overdrove it. As you see, drivers with fresher tires. Ooh, here's Stenhouse and Michael McDowell. I believe both of them are lapped. Nope, Michael McDowell's in the lead lap. Stenhouse with a new tire is gonna pass him by. As you saw McDowell almost spinning. MTJ with a bit of damage. As iRacing just whizzes by him. Oh, we may have a... Wow, that was pretty close. I almost said we may have a pass for third, but that's just the lap car of Chris Buescher. Almost interfered with, almost, as he overshoots the first corner, they're side by side off of two. I mean, off of one. But Buescher's gonna pull away. Wow, Buescher keeps messing up. Right in front of third place Fred Jones. Now, here's your update on the battle for the lead. The last time by, Dylan held a 2-second lead almost over Blaney. It was a 1.8. Now, this looks a lot closer than a 1.8, but I could assure you, I mean, Dylan's just pulling away with the clean air he's getting. I mean, sure, it's a road course, but again, the package they have makes them really hard to pass into the air, and especially in a road course where, you know, already hard to pass. This package just makes it even worse on these cars. I think Bowman's in the league lap. And no! Something happened to Jimmy Johnson. He's told it. He was in P10. And it looks like, yeah, Black Keselowski dead last in points, but dove it in the corner. Johnson didn't know he was there and spun out. I'm assuming nobody else got collected. I mean, Jones had to wait there. That sucks for Keselowski. Because, I mean, you were faster. And... Ooh, he just ran straight into him. You know, these drivers just do such a good job of avoiding. I mean, Newman had nowhere to go when he ran into him, but these other drivers do such a good job of avoiding the wreck. Like Kyle Larson, he almost clipped Johnson. As you see, pretty quick tow time for Keselowski as he's going to try to get back and salvage what he can. We're almost 25 minutes into the race. So your position update is that, ooh, Dylan sliding, Blaney's sliding in the corners. Now Blaney's in second and Buescher's a lap car. If Buescher actually does anything to wreck the 12, I'm gonna personally remove him. He won't get suspended or anything, I'll just remove him from the race, but it looks like Blaney's just gonna let him by. And he does. So Dylan and Blaney have been 1-2 all race. 3, 4, and 5 have remained the same all race. The Pirates, the 41 I almost said Daniel Suarez, who it is Daniel Suarez, and Denny Hamlin. They've remained in those positions all race. Harvick's been V6. This top 8 has remained the same all race, pretty much. Top 9, I should say. 10th place is Ryan Newman. Good for him. Paul Menard, you have to go 3 seconds back to find Paul Menard. Johnson is last. So, Austin made his way up to 12th. Chase Elliott 13. But I want to go back on Buescher because he's catching Dylan. And Dylan's not going to make it easy for him to pass, I don't think. I mean, if they make contact, Dylan's chances of winning are basically zip. Oh, Dylan really sliding those tires. Right to the second to last corner. As they head down towards the last corner, they complete lap 15. And Buescher's gonna dive down to the inside with the momentum he's gained off. And this is not going to cause him to a wreck as Buescher unlaps himself. He is now 1 lap down as he shoves Dylan wide. But yeah, Buescher's now back down to 1 lap down as these guys are really sliding into corners. I mean, Dylan still has it. Dylan's lead has improved to 2.5 seconds. Pretty unbelievable what this guy has done today. Now, 2 laps after this one, the race should be over. Like, it's gonna end soon. And there's probably gonna be no position changes unless someone makes a move up here. Now, despite the clean racing we've had, only 26 people have finished in the league lap. Sure, we've had some instances, but I think everyone's done a really good job here. This may be the cleanest road course race we've ever had. Definitely cleaner than the first 2 road course races as Dylan skids his tires. Wow, that second to final corner is proven tricky for everyone who stayed out. Now, I can't tell if this is the white flag with 2 laps to go, but either way, it's looking really good for Austin Dillon. Now, the reason why I'm so worried about these guys skidding their tires on the second to last corner is because it might happen to one of these guys running in the pack. As you see there, like if they're side by side or something, and one of them loses it in front of the other, like you'll see here. They're just Tokyo drifting around that. But his lead actually, because of Chris Buescher, it got chopped down by a second. I don't think Blaney's catching. I just think that the Chris Buescher slowed up his momentum so much that, you know, cost a second. Like, Blaney almost immediately caught up. And Austin Dillon looks like off the final corner, he's gonna drift that car, go a little off course, and it looks like he's gonna cross the line in first after the 30-minute mark. Now, I believe that was the final lap for Austin Dillon. I can't say for sure, but it looks like Blaney will finish in second. Then we have the line of 7 cars. Fred Jones, Suarez, Hamlin, Harvick, Logano, Kyle Busch, Matt DiBenedetto. Finishing in 10th will be Ryan Newman. Then we have these 2 cars a lap. Matt DiBenedetto, I'm sorry, right? You know what I mean. Paul Menard and Kyle Larson. Then we have Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones. And then way back here, JJ Yaley's about to finish in front of Ryan Preece and Corey LaJoy. And then Cody Ware, who's won a race, moves up to 19th, right in front of Matt Tiff. Then we have Ross Chastain, who's actually going to finish in last. Hemrick, Reagan, Kligerman, well, no, Michael McDowell, in fact, will finish in 22nd. And Eric Jones choked it. But Joey Gase is going to finish ahead of... Oh, he almost slid. But Joey Gase and Alex Bowman are going to finish 24th and 25th. Now, yes, the race is over. But we are going to see what happened to Eric Jones before this silver closes on us. See, Eric Jones, he was running in 15th. Oh, we haven't had an instant like that. Just made contact with Ty Dillon, who was faster, but Dillon just turns him. I don't know what he was thinking. And then Jones hits the right side of his car pretty well. He tries to get back going. It actually does a pretty good job of it. But did he go down pit road? Oh no, he just lost control of the car. Scoot. And then, yeah, he spins again. He's just lost complete control of his car and just gives up. But yeah, those are your results. Congratulations, Austin Dillon. He just dominated ahead of Ryan Blaney. And just props to everyone in that top 9. You know, they all stuck together, held it out. And yeah, Austin Dillon's your winner. Oh, that does it for the 5th race of this series. And the last race will be at Talladega. And we will see who wins the championship there. Alright, this is Kohankinator signing out. And thanks for watching the iRacing NASCAR AI series at Okayama. Peace.